Hello everyone, it's Destroyer here with my Transformers Earth Wars Top 13 Bugs Countdown. The bugs I'm about to show you were recorded this week and most of them have been around for a very long time. I won't be including any combiner bugs since they were added recently. At number 13 we have the free crystal timer bug, where it does show you there is a free crystal to claim. However, when you go in to check, it is not available yet. And likewise, if you go to the space bridge, you'll see that it says claim crystal, but when you go in there as well, you'll get the same results and find out that it's still not ready to claim. Number 12 bug is the XP bug. If you take snapshots of your bot's experience between attacks, you'll notice you're getting less than what is being advertised. I do have a spreadsheet at the top of the screen there detailing the amount of experience I had before and after, as well as the experience I was supposed to gain. And in this instance, I received 97 experience less per bot. Now I tried this on several squads with the same results. It's fairly consistent, however the amount is different each time. In this case, I got 212 experience less than was advertised. In this example, I was supposed to get 1,537 experience, but after taking a snapshot at the end of the attack, I only received 1,325, which was 212 less than I was supposed to get. Coming in at number 11 is the Top13 bug. You'll notice I have 75 out of 100 in my storage, and I haven't collected from my harvester for 34 hours, so I do have 34 Top13 in there. And when I collect that, 25 actually went to storage and the other 9 overflowed and vanished into thin air. What should have happened was 25 goes to my storage and the remaining 9 should have stayed in the harvester, but that wasn't the case here. At number 10 we have the zone crash bug. This happens after I've been playing for a while. When I go to select the zone, the game crashes out. Then when I start the game again, it loads from scratch. So I think this could be a memory leak. The number 9 bug involves losing connection to the internet. I'll show you what squads I have here so you can compare later on. I have finished using squads 1, 2 and 3 and they all have cooldown. Now let me get over to squad number 6, which will be the squad I'll be attacking with. And you can see I have a full squad which is not in cooldown. And I'm going to go in and do an attack. So in this scenario, if you're in the middle of an attack and you lose your internet, which may be due to a bad Wi-Fi connection or you're going through a tunnel or something like that. So I did simulate that by disconnecting my internet here. Eventually the game will time out and you will be presented with a screen like this. Then after reconnecting your internet and clicking restart, everything should resume as normal. So it says here the battle was interrupted. So I'll just go ahead and finish this battle. And everything's working quite fine, which is good. However, there is a serious problem you'll come across when you go back to your base and check your squads. You will notice that your squad 1 is completely messed up. In my case, you can see air raid, and I didn't even have a 3-star air raid in any of my squads, so that's randomly being placed there. Plus all the other ones are messed up as well. Fortunately, my squad 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 are all okay. 4 and 5 was a mixture of my 6, but if you see number 6, which is the squad I just used, that is okay still. So be aware of that. Squad 1 gets completely messed up. Make sure you check that after you lose internet connection and you're forced to restart. At number 8 we have the attack range bug. In this instance, this bot was outside of the mortar's blind spot, but within attack range, and yet it did not get fired upon, and that continued all the way to the end of the attack. And I've seen other instances where bots are getting attacked outside of range or inside the blind spot, so this does vary quite a lot. This is just one example. At number 7 we have a circle of death. In this instance we have Windblade attacking a mortar, and for some reason it fails to attack, doesn't land, and yet it just continues circling forever and ever, getting attacked until it dies. So this continued until the very end of the battle. And as you can see here, the attack completely finished and Windblade was the last one to die. But it does die off there. These sort of bugs can cost you the win, which was the case in this example. At number 6 we have the inspiring charge bugs on Megatron and Optimus Prime. Here you can see Optimus Prime did charge in here and the bots did follow him. But on the second use, you can see that the other bots failed to follow. So this is very costly. Have a second example here. Very similar. You can see Optimus Prime is going to charge in on a storage. The bots did follow in this case. And on the second instance, for some reason, the other bots started to charge and then stopped for no reason. Again, very costly. A third example here. Smaller base. Less complex and easy to see here. We have Optimus Prime charging in. And then again on the second use, and nothing happened. So again, this is why I don't use Optimus Prime. One more example here. Very similar. Again, charging in to the mortar. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. It's not always on the first or second use. So this instance, he did land on a stasis mine and did try to use it again, and nothing followed. So I'm not sure if this part was intentional, but it was a waste of the ability points and very costly at the same time. Coming in at number 5, we have the medic block bug. Now in this instance, I have a medic healing one of my other bots there, and when the bot comes back to try and walk past the wall, it gets stuck between the wall and the bot. It just fails to walk around. It's taking up a lot of time on the clock, as well as there could be other defenses within range and doing a lot of damage. The only way to unstick this is to use the medic's ability, possibly the other bot's ability as well. However, I use the medic's ability here, which you can see, and somehow the bot manages just to walk straight through it. So once again, another bug that can cost you the win. At number 4, we have the ability Misfire Bug. This can happen with Jazz. As I'll show you here, I have no troubles targeting those 3 buildings with Jazz. The range is super long and there's nothing obstructing it. However, when I try and use the orbital strike on the same place on the other side of the headquarters, you'll notice that Jazz doesn't want to go on the right hand side. He goes around the left and around the walls and eventually just times out, and there goes 12 ability points wasted on the nearest building for some reason. The same bug can be experienced with Alpha Bravo or Prow's rocket barrage. In this case, I did aim for the missile launcher, which was in range of the ability. However, it does fly all the way around the back, and just like the orbital strike, it gave up and targeted the nearest building. Again, very costly, and often will cause you to lose the attack. At number 3, we have the Warrior Stall Bug. In this instance, you can see my Ironhide using the ability on the mortar. However, it fails during the transformation and it just sits there till the end of the battle. As you can see, the mortar is still targeting Ironhide and doing damage. But luckily for me, the mortar gets taken down and Ironhide does survive. However, it is forever stuck in that transformation and can no longer be used in battle. Lucky for me, I still won that, but that would usually result in a failed attack. Coming in at number 2, we have the Wandering Medic. Now this is very easy to replicate when you're using Strafe. As you can see here, my medic is running so far away. It was healing Windblade. And because Strafe is in the air, the medic cannot even heal it anyway, so it's pretty much just wandering around for no reason at all, and typically gets killed off early. So total waste for Windblade, as well as total waste for having a medic. In this second example, I purposely deployed the medic late, and it does start heading off after my Strafe again, but I do use the ability a second time, and you'll see here that the medic will just wander off after Strafe. As I said, it cannot heal Strafe, so it's pretty much pointless, and it rushes into an early grave. In my opinion, they shouldn't chase after flying bots because they cannot be healed, and in this case there were plenty of other bots that could have been healed at the same time, so I hope this gets fixed shortly. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have Wall AI. Here you can see I have bots wasting a lot of time attacking walls when they could have just as easily walked around. So these bots behave differently. As usual, Strafe likes to walk around, and some of the other aerial bots. So they waste quite a long time attacking that wall and ended up just changing their mind. And quite often the warriors just get stuck on those forever. which is a serious deal because they're supposed to be in the front line taking the damage. In this case, the warrior attacked that wall for a very long time, and he didn't stop attacking it until his initial target got destroyed. In this next example, we have a much simpler design where I was able to deploy the troops way closer to the end of the wall. They should have just as easily walked around to attack these buildings, and yet most of them did attack these walls. Lucky for me, they were low level and I could get through them quick enough, but if these were max level walls, it would have easily wasted 30 seconds. So as you can see, the warriors got stuck behind the wall, and bots like Strafe, who did walk around, end up dying early. So this is a pretty big deal. In this next example, I have another simple wall to get past. These bots could have just as easily walked around. As you can see, warrior likes to attack the wall, can't walk over one square. The end walls are a common target. You can see I have the gunner attacking a builder bot and then continues to attack an end wall where it could easily have walked around. So a lot of time is wasted on walls, especially with the warriors ending up to be the last bot to get through. That is not expected behavior, and that's not how we planned it to happen. The next example here, we have a problem where bots are trying to get around a wall. In this case, I have Optimus Prime attacking the end wall. It's getting hammered by a lot of other outpost bots. It's not retaliating yet because it's still attacking that wall segment, and in the end he just gets killed off because it's wasting a lot of time and he's just taking damage from all sides. In the next example, if you look at the far left of the screen, you'll see Bumblebee is attacking a wall segment. He was attacking that wall segment for half of the attack, and then after he broke through that one, he was attacking the next wall segment on the end. So he continued attacking that wall segment until the very end of the battle. So once again, walls are a serious issue and a big time waster. And when it comes to the time trap layouts, these bugs can very easily cost you the win. We have another example here where I have a couple of warriors breaking through walls. For some reason, the warrior in the south is attacking another end wall. RC fortunately heads in the right direction, but even after she breaks through, the other warrior continues to break that segment and just doesn't have the intelligence to head north. Here we have two bots attacking different segments to get through the wall. Unfortunately, when one got through, the other one just continues to attack that segment until it's broken, and that once again is wasting a lot of time. That could be very costly if that was a high level wall. Well, that concludes the top 13 bug countdown, but it wouldn't be much of a bug video without including the one that bugs us the most, and that is the duplicate bug. Now, I know this is highly integrated into the game, but no doubt it is something that could be changed. When someone plays the game for so long, you are expecting to unlock more bots, but the more loyal you are or the more you spend, the more duplicates you get, so it becomes very impossible to get all of the bots. I know for a fact that this is the #1 issue that people raise time and time again, so hopefully something can get done about this in the future. That's all for now, guys. Bye.